I'm Lockhart, and this is my video for forest cover and population of Europe for GPY356. Alright, the reason why I picked these two topics is because I want to know if there was a connection between forest cover in Europe and population increase or decrease. Does a country lose forest as its population increase, or since the reduction of forest area allows for more urbanized land use and agricultural use, because we know Europe is expanding and growing, especially with the refugee crisis that's going on, so there's been a huge influx. European population 2005 to 2010. European population between 2005 to 2010 fluctuated between nations. This happened due to many variables that influenced each nation directly. Mostly during this period, it was caused by economic factors taking place across Europe. European population is currently at 742,452,000 people. Alright, this map is the population of Europe. As you can see, Spain, Ireland, Iceland, Norway, they had pretty big jumps, about 6%. I'd say that's a lot for a country. And most Western European countries grew a little bit, not too much. Germany was the only major Western European country that declined. It didn't decline by much. It was at like less than 1% decline. But still, it's the only country in Western Europe to decline. But then Eastern Europe is where when I put it on a chart, had the highest amount of had the highest decrease in population, especially between Latvia, Bulgaria, and Lithuania. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Alright, just some countries. Norway had a growth of 5.46%. In 2005, the population was 4,606,363. Then 2010, it was 4,858,199. Spain had the second highest growth at 7.36%. 2005, it was at 43,269,338 people. And then 2010, it was at 46,486,619. Then Latvia had a decline of negative 5.74%. In 2005, the population was 2,249,724, and then in 2010, the population was 2,120,504. Bulgaria had a decline of negative 5.8%. In 2005, it was at 21,382,354, and then in 2010, it was at 20,294,683. I picked two other countries that aren't on this list that were the highest. These are the countries that gained and lost the most. Ireland. Ireland had a population growth of 10.64% during the time frame of 2005 to 2010. The population of Ireland in 2005 was 4,028,851, and then in 2010 the population of Ireland was 4,549,428. And then Lithuania lost more of its population than any other European nation during this time frame. Its decline was at negative 6.35%. Population of Lithuania in 2005 was 3,552,200, and then in 2010 the population of Lithuania was 3,141,976. These are some factors that were influencing Ireland's growth. Ireland is one of the last first world nations that sees a steady population growth year to year. So it's been continuously growing above, I believe it was 2% every year. The growth can be linked to the labor market in Ireland that is helping to pull people from all across Europe to come and work there. Ireland's population growth is also influenced by the large number of citizens who are 40 and younger. The ratio between dependents and regular citizens in Europe is lower than most European nations. Also, Ireland is becoming a huge market for healthcare goods, so a lot of the materials you get in hospitals actually come from Ireland. Factors influencing Lithuania's population decline. The population decline between 2005 and 2010 was the worst ever in the history of the nation. Most younger citizens of Lithuania had left the country, causing such a drastic population loss. The lack of younger population, mostly ages 18 to 22, caused a shortage in workforce and in universities of the nation. I know they had to close a few. Majority of Lithuania's youth leaves the country to attend college in other nations. Most travel to the United Kingdom. This has left a nation with an aging population and suffering workforce that is going to continue for the foreseeable future. I know Lithuania has been having a lot of government meetings to figure out how to correct this, because the declines just figured to continue. It's not going to get any better. They expect it to actually get worse for the next census. I believe it said close to 100,000 students left. Of the decline were students who left for other countries. Alright, and now forest growth and decline in Europe. Forests across Europe are totaled at over 155 million hectares. In total, 42% of all land covered in Europe is covered by forest. 1 hectare is equal to 107,639 square feet. The European Union has tried to introduce sustainable forestry methods in Europe to help preserve forest cover and to help grow it. Most countries in Europe that participate in forestry also replant trees that are cut down to maintain the industry in the forest area of the land. The European Union has also recognized forests as a way to cut down on global warming, since trees naturally filter carbon in the air. In 2015, the European Union passed a resolution calling for sustainable methods on all forests. The rapid growth of urban areas after World War II has placed increased pressure on European forests and their use. This pressure died down in the 1990s, but has since started back up with the influx of immigration to Europe. The refugee crisis is expected in years to come to place even more pressure on the deforestation, as now they're going to require more food production in more urbanized areas. Alright, this is just a map. Total land cover correlates because you need to know how much land a country has in order to accurately represent the amount of forests they have. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Clearly Russia is the biggest one in Europe. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can just look at a country and figure out that it has more land than another one. Highest and lowest land area was Russia. The lowest was Netherlands. So the Netherlands was considered, is the smallest one, smallest country, excluding Luxembourg. This is total forest area. As you can see, Finland has the highest forest area. Well, I was surprised by most of Western Europe is pretty stable. They have quite a bit amount. And of course, Iceland has barely any. I picked 2 countries that I'm going to talk about their forestry that I thought were notable. It's going to be Germany and Spain. Highest and lowest total forest per land area is Finland, has the highest, and the lowest is Iceland, none. Alright, I picked Germany. Germany since 2000 has not gained or lost any forest due to sustainable forestry methods that are in place. Germany has a 1-to-1 ratio, with 1 tree to be planted for every tree that is cut down. Between 2000 and my other country is between 2000 and 2010, Spain has had the most forest replanted, with close to 119 hectares. 1 hectare again is equal to 107,639 square feet. This is due to massive deforestation that had taken place in Spain previously. Also, most corkwood products used around the world are originated from Spain prior to 2000. And as you know, Germany has taken in a lot of refugees, so I'm expecting theirs to change in a few years. In the past, as the European population began to rise, more forests were cut down for construction, to clear agricultural land, and to create new areas of urban development. Currently, between the time frames I have of 2005 to 2010, population increase and decline are not related to forest area increase or decrease. This is partially due to the stability of forestry in the European Union and acts that are in place currently to protect forest land. This could begin to change once again with the influx of growth in world population and the overcrowding of cities. Also, with the demand of more food production in the coming years, there could be a direct correlation once again to population increase and a decrease in forest cover in European countries. And they are expecting that to change within the next 4 years. As population growth grows across Europe, they're expecting to lose more forest for more food production, and because cities are now beginning to expand.